Welcome back to the Unicorn vlog. I know it's been a long time since I've had an update on the Unicorn, and once again, that's for good reason. Things were going really well until they weren't, and today is D-Day for two reasons. It's the DYNO day for the fourth time, and it's the day we're deciding if we're going to waste our time with dyno numbers, because we seem to have a curse with the Unicorn C5 and getting final dyno numbers. Every time we put it on there, we find something we need to change or something breaks. So I'm gonna stop by the shop Inc. We're gonna find out what the dyno numbers are, or we're just gonna say screw it. We've only got less than 2 weeks before we're racing Cletus at the ice cream cruise, and we're just gonna worry about testing at the track and on the street and wherever, because we gotta get down to business and get this car ready. Before we get to the dyno numbers, let's go back and look at all the stuff we've been doing in the last 3 or 4 months. Well, during all these delays and the stuff we've run into along the way. Guess what today is? Not the dyno day, but we'll get to that in this vlog. We're hopping in the car. I asked Chad to do me a favor and get the car ready for a special occasion. Sketchy Bert's barbecue. We missed last year, but we're gonna take the Unicorn there. Chad got a lot of the drivability down. I asked him to take it off the dyno so we could go take it out to the barbecue, and then in a couple days we'll be on the rollers, see how much power it's gonna make. So we're gonna head to Lincoln, pick up the car, and go have some fun with it. Oh shit, look what it is. It looks
good with that ZR1 wheel.
The drag tires aren't on it yet. What's up? Yeah. Looks so funny with those wheels on there. The ZR1 wheels look good.
They do look pretty good on there.
Nice.
Other than sticking out.
Yeah. Got it tuned up a little bit.
Yeah. Still got a little bit.
Drivability pretty good. So the Bellic wheels are not on yet, but here they are. You saw pictures of them in the last video. We'll have them on probably for the dyno. I can't wait to see what these look like. The fronts are still being made. They're 18 by 10 rather than a skinny, because I'm going to be driving the shit of it. They're so light though. Maiden voyage.
Maiden voyage.
Sweet. I'm excited. Put a GoPro back here so we can hear all the turbo noises.
You can hear them from inside pretty good. So.
Yeah. So since we were here last, which was the first startup, I think, actually.
Yeah.
We got the wheels and tires, which aren't on quite yet, and we got the brakes on. We got all our new parts in, and we're ready to take it out. And after we take it on its maiden voyage, it'll be back here, get it tuned a little bit more, maybe have time to turn it up. We're gonna have the sketchy Berts for the barbecue. Ready, Matt? Let's hop in. Woo! The clutch has a very small engagement point. This is crazy because the last time I drove it, it was completely stock. Woo. Wow, everything's different. New motor, new turbos, new transmission, new shifter. Here we go. Let's see if we can get into a little bit of boost. Chad warned me that the drivability stuff would be a little weird at first. It's so weird driving the car like everything's new. Just starting to get into boost. Let's see if we can get into a little bit of boost. I'm scared of what the tires are gonna do though.
C4.
Oh yeah. Let's see what we can do, a little burnout. Oh, traction system active.
Oh.
Damn. Woo, what was that? I like it. Listen to them turbos. No traction. We're just gonna sneak in. What's your name?
Skylar.
Kyle.
How you doing?
This is our maiden voyage, just to see if everything is working good. Stop by the parents and see what they think. We'll let them know we're here.
A new car?
Yeah, brand new.
Wow.
Finally got to drive it.
I'm glad it's fine.
We got the new brakes on. Those are the same brakes as I had on my Z06.
That's terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal.
Well, you get back to mowing. I'll see you at the barbecue later.
Okay.
Yeah. In case you're new to the Unicorn build, let me show you what we're working with. This is our first time out with the car, and it just sounds amazing. Got a Thompson Motorsports 370 6-liter. Built to handle about 1,200, maybe a little bit more. Got a Blake Williams 102 Fest intake and custom throttle body, nitrous outlet plate kit. Got some really cool custom hydro dipped 1320 intercooler piping. Twin turbo kit from Huron Speed tucked up underneath there. Kind of hard to see from out here. Also underneath the car in the back, TR6060 transmission, MGW short shifter, really nice. Got a Turbo Smart e-boost too, so we can do multiple stages of boost. Along with the turbos underneath there, we also have some Turbo Smart wastegates, and then we have Turbo Smart blow-off valve up here in the front. All right, we've also got brake upgrades all around. We got the stock brake calipers on the back with Willwood kit, pads and rotors. And on the front, we have C6 Z06 brake kit on it, the rotors, pads, and calipers. So it should stop really nicely, especially compared to a stock C5. All of this is put together by the Shop Inc. here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and it sounds badass. Yeah. If that doesn't sound like America, I don't know what does. I feel that shifter. It's
Oh my gosh.
it's sweet. You don't really hear the turbos until you give it a little bit of gas.
You really hear them.
You're gonna have that sound here soon too.
Oh god, I can't wait.
Sketchy Vert 2.0.
I'm excited. I can't wait. No, look.
Oh my god.
Oh! Oh, that's holy shit. It's still slow. Oh, that was Ken.
That's awesome.
Whoa, hey, the island moved.
Got too excited.
Who even did that for you?
Chris owns Dairy Queen. Where's Chris? Right here. He owns Dairy Queen.
Nice.
He made
That's awesome.
And then
Love
I had the car already, so then I used the car on this.
I love
Well done. Well done.
You can cut it. It's yours.
Don't burn my car.
I won't burn it. You can have it.
Welcome to the Sketchy Vert annual barbecue. We got Texas Streets right there. Lincoln Race Car family. My parents. Dad's here. Mom's helping. You ready for a ride? I'm not letting you drive.
What?
I'm not letting you drive. No. Oop.
Oh yeah. Let's do this. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright. For the tour.
Viva la Mexico!
It's bad. The turbo. Dude, I love that sound.
Way the hell up front so you can hear.
Oh, I love that sound.
Well, if you've been to Lincoln, Nebraska, you know about O Street. I actually grew up in Lincoln. We're going to do some cruising and see what kind of cars we can run into. Since I picked this up, but now we're on the highway and it is nice. The suspension weirdness isn't really noticeable and it just cruises just like a Corvette should. It's not super loud in here, it kind of drones depending on what gear you're in, but it doesn't have an exhaust, it's just straight pipes from the turbos, which are basically the mufflers. There's 7 pounds. And this is what it keeps doing. Every time I hit boost and get off of it, it does this. So it sits here like 2,500 RPM. And then you just gotta let it chill out a little bit. We're in Prius mode right now. Just cruising. Now we're stopping at a local racing establishment. See if there's any action going on. There's always some good racing in Lincoln. Hopefully it's not just racers. It might be. Is it? Underestimated the last half of this tank, and now we're getting a little close on being able to make it back to the shop, but I think we're okay. I'm gonna see if they got a little ethanol over here. I have no idea where it's at in Lincoln, and the app that I used to always use does not work right anymore. It just keeps crashing. Oh boy. We've now switched over to the reserve fuel mode. That's when you know you f***ed up. Luckily, I think there's an E85 station just down here found ethanol. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm so f***ing excited for 70%. By the way, not always 70%. I got 60 or 58 once. Scared me, I forgot. Oh yeah. So I just got a call from our friend Rico, who is partying downtown here in Lincoln, so I'm gonna go rescue him. Apparently they're waiting on an Uber. That's taking forever, so I'll at least pick him up, because I feel bad for him. He doesn't have any nipples. Holy fuck.
Are you kidding me, Kyle? How are you?
Good.
Hi.
Oh no.
Hi.
You forgot your nipples again tonight.
Oh shit.
Oh, there we go. What's up? Who all you
Hi.
partying with?
Everybody left.
We gotta fight. We gotta fight.
Hey, no.
That's about as much boost as I can get into without getting a little
How much is that, like 1 pound?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You got turbos all fixed up?
Yeah. Alright, we made it another 15, 20 miles, and we're back at reserve fuel. The good news, we're just a couple blocks away. This place is just littered with cars that are badass. Well, that's it for the maiden voyage. I'd say this car is gonna be badass once we get it all tuned up. It was a blast to drive tonight, just hearing the sounds and getting used to it. I don't know what it's gonna be like at 1,000 horsepower full throttle, banging the gears, but it feels really good right now. I managed to get through a couple of gears in boost before it went into limp mode. And other than the spinning, I know it's gonna be a lot of fun. Once we get a tire on there, I think it's gonna hook up pretty good. Gotta get the suspension figured out. It's a little, like, I don't know, it's just loose. Left, right, front, back, everything. I adjusted the shocks. Feels good, like, up vertically, but going side to side is just all over the place. So, anyway, Chad's got another few days left with it to tune it and check out the suspension. And then I'll come back here for the big dyno numbers, see what it's gonna put down. I don't wanna go too much more over 1,000, so that's me right around there. But we'll be back at the shop Inc. just a few days. I'll be on the rollers. One last thing. Thank you, Chad, for getting the car running. I know you probably had to move around your schedule to make this work, but it made my month to be able to drive this thing finally. It's been 4 months in the making, and I've been smiling the whole time. Thank you. If you can't tell, it's a little humid, which means that the DA sucks, which means our dyno numbers are gonna suck too. So while I was gone in Denver partying, taking the weekend off finally, you went up to the track and did a little bit of testing, right?
We did, yeah.
How'd that
8th
go?
mile, did some testing. Yeah, it was super good to get info on the car, just see what's going on.
Yeah.
Most of the runs were on low boost, which in hindsight I probably should have done a couple of low boosts and then turned it up, because rarely will it be a low boost. But it was nice just to get data, see how the car works.
So we're not too far away, especially if we got a lot of room in the 60 foot and,
yeah, and
per second shift.
And definitely more power to put down.
After learning all that stuff at the track, what do you think the game plan is? I know we've been talking about a lot about these slicks, and you got some to test fit here.
I would love slicks.
We're gonna make the radials work, but we've
eventually
got 10 days before we got a race.
Yeah, these have a margin of this much that will work. Those have a margin of this much, especially with an independent rear suspension stick shift car.
I wish we could just take the fenders off and put wherever the we want on there.
Tall, wide, wouldn't matter.
Here we go. Moment of truth. We're gonna see if we can get enough power out of this, or if we're gonna have to wait to turn it up later. That's not gonna do it. I heard that like right towards the beginning of it. What's that?
Cylinder 7.
That's the common lane cylinder.
No, this is
Oh.
plug wire.
Oh. $8.99. Well, the dyno curse continues. Hopefully we can get this sorted out and we'll get her turned up a little bit more. Alright, well, we apparently have a bad plug wire, so I'm gonna head over to Speedway Motors and see if we can pick some up and rule that out as being an issue and see if we can push through this dyno curse. I've actually never been to Speedway Motors, and I grew up in Lincoln here. Just pulling up to the building, I can tell that they don't mess around. Holy crap, that's huge. Got him. Holy crap. I thought the little motorized picker to go get stuff in the warehouse was overkill, but he explained to me that it's 550,000 square feet here at Speedway Motors. I'd love to take a tour sometime. That is insane. All right, back to the shop. See if we can get this thing turned up. Well, we got wires.
Perfect. So it was, I cut it just so I could see, but yep, it was arcing through that hole, and so this was on there, and so it was arcing through that hole to the cover and then the ground. And I fought that misfire for like 4 hours.
Jesus.
I pulled off my look and it looked
just a little
okay.
like vent hole or something?
No, that actually is not supposed to be there.
Oh.
It burnt that hole through it.
What?
Yeah, but it was small enough that I must not have caught it the first time.
Yeah, that's hard to.
So, and then the other times it's been like this one, you know, it gets hot and it just deteriorates the rubber. It just gets super brittle.
A big number. 961. We're getting there.
For the air today.
Yeah.
It's really for the air today.
So we hit 960 horsepower with very humid weather. The dyno does correct for the weather, so you can get an idea of how it's affecting elevation wise, but the combination isn't going to run nearly as good, put out quite as much power, especially the turbo setup. So on a nicer day, I'm sure we could hit 1,000, but at this point we have 10 days to get this thing as quick in the 8th mile on the roll race as we can. So we're gonna get to testing.
And a number is just a number.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And also on this dyno, I mean, 960 on this dyno.
Yeah, exactly.
Most people are used to dyno jets. We could strap it down on that and it's gonna be 1,050.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So.
Well, the dyno curse, I think, is over for now. It's at least making good power and running good.
Right.
We've had it on here how many times? 4 or 5 times?
It's been at least 5, yeah.
Oh my God.
Good progress and then a step back.
I know.
Step back. But,
I know.
you know, when you build a car like this, that's bound to happen, you know, that kind of stuff.
Next thing we're gonna do is take it to the track.
Yes, Friday night.
Yeah, let's talk about wheels and tires, because I currently have your fronts on here, and that fixed our issue with the car driving all over the road with the old 19s or whatever from my ZR1. Those factory tires are junk. So being too wide and just the weird tread on there, I think, was throwing things off. And that fixed it, but you need your wheels and tires, especially for the ice cream cruise, because you're one of our main sponsors, which is awesome. And then we've got the radials fitting on here now, but as you experienced testing it last weekend, it's just a little bit.
Such a small window, especially with a stick shift car, to get a radial to work.
So if we want it to hook up,
guaranteed
a higher percentage of hooking up without me f***ing up everything,
slicks are
we're gonna need slicks. And so we got some massive 28-inch slicks we're gonna see if we can fit on here. And if those don't, then we're gonna keep searching around and see if someone's got some loaners for us off to the track. Even through the issues with parts breaking, needing to adjust parts, I've got to say the sponsors that helped me out have been nothing but awesome. It's been none of their fault. There's some parts that some of these sponsors use that have failed, but it's none of their fault. Big thank you to Thompson Motorsports, her on speed, built the turbo kit. Chad at the Shop Inc., who has gone through a ton in the last 8.5 months. Nitrous Outlet, who supplied us with the nitrous kit. Turbo Smart in Australia, who helped us out with the boost controller and boost gauge. We've got so many people who have helped out with us. VA Specialties, who came in at the last minute, who helped us get the lower control arm so we could fit these massive tires. Joey in Kansas City with his supercharged vet, who hooked me up with VA Specialties, who made the lower control arms that made these massive tires possible to fit in here after we put the C6 stuff in here, because it adjusted where the wheel is going to sit. And Ty down in San Antonio, who's got the big single turbo C5 we see down at TX2K all the time, he's been a huge help as well as Joey, just bouncing ideas back and forth, seeing what they've done in their C5, because this is a whole new world to me, and there's not that many specialists in building C5s out there. Definitely not in Nebraska, and Chad's great with LS stuff, but cramming a whole bunch of this stuff into a C5 is new to him too.